Beautiful souls, welcome to the sacred journey of Kaal Mantra. Embrace divine grace. Let the celestial vibrations uplift your spirit and guide you toward inner peace, abundance, and divine blessings. Open your heart, chant with devotion, and awaken the infinite grace within you.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into one of the absolute most fascinating and visually striking figures in ancient theology, Lord Narasimha. Known as the ultimate boundary-defying deity, this half-man, half-lion avatar of Vishnu is super famous for literally breaking through a solid stone pillar to protect his devotee. But you know, there's a massive depth to this story that goes way, way beyond just that famous myth. So we're going to bridge the gap today. We'll connect dense cosmic theology, ancient spiritual armor, and then we'll give you a highly practical, boots-on-the-ground pilgrimage guide for the year 2026. Okay, let's take a quick look at the roadmap for this explainer. We're covering 1. The liminal deity, 2. Avatara and Vyuha, 3. The spiritual armor, 4. Narasimha Jayanti 2026, and 5. The 2026 pilgrimage trail. Let's get right into it. Section 1. The liminal deity, the boundary-defying avatar. To really get Narasimha, you've got to wrap your head around this concept of liminality. It's basically that transitional state of being betwixt and between. According to the ancient Puranic texts, the demon king Hiranyakashipu managed to score a boon of conditional immortality. Basically, he couldn't be killed by man or beast, day or night, inside or outside. He essentially inverted the entire world order and just hijacked the balance of the universe. So to rescue the world, and specifically to save his young, pure-hearted devotee Prahlada, Vishnu had to find the ultimate loophole. He became Narasimha, a totally liminal form, not man, not beast, but a man-lion. He appeared exactly at twilight, so neither day nor night, and literally burst from a pillar, right on the threshold of a doorway. He is the ultimate god of rescues and new beginnings, specifically because he exists entirely in these transitional spaces. Moving on to Section 2, Avatara and Vyuha, the cosmic dual identity. So, stepping back from the narrative myth for a second into the academic side of theology, we find this absolutely crucial distinction in how this deity functions in the universe. An avatara is basically a descent. Actually, scratch that. It's an incarnation born directly into our evolved world to momentarily destroy evil. That's exactly what Narasimha did when he vanquished Hiranyakashipu. But academic analysis reveals Narasimha is also deeply tied to the Vyuha concept. Now, a Vyuha is a cosmic emanation that operates beyond the created world to maintain universal balance. Narasimha is incredibly unique because he simultaneously represents both. He's the earthly avatara interacting with our world and the cosmic Vyuha, specifically the very first emanation known as Samkarshana. And this brilliantly illustrates the tight correlation between these avatara and Vyuha identities. It shows he isn't just some momentary hero who swooped in. His cosmic role as Samkarshana means his influence extends way beyond our earthly sphere, actively balancing the entire universe from the very moment of creation. Now, this isn't just some high-level academic theory either. There is fascinating, hard historical evidence backing this dual identity up. Take the Vaishakha image from 200 BCE. It depicts the Vyuha Samkarshana as a cat-like figure. Now, why a cat? Well, because in regional folk traditions, like the ones in Simachalam, Narasimha is famously worshipped symbolically as a cat. We also have the Kondamo 2 panel, which literally places Narasimha side by side with the other Vyuhas. Even Jain texts get in on the action, directly linking the divine being Balarama, who's another form of Samkarshana, to the name Narasimha. It just shows how this layered dual identity has been deeply, deeply rooted in Indian spirituality for over 2 millennia. Section 3, the spiritual armor. So, how did everyday devotees historically tap into this massive cosmic power? Well, that brings us to the Narasimha Kavacham. Kavacham literally translates to armor. It's said that the young boy Prahlada actually recited this after miraculously surviving being fed poisoned food, being thrown into a blazing fire, and getting tossed into the deep ocean, tightly bound by his own father. He survived all of that just by keeping the Lord in his heart. This ancient Sanskrit prayer invokes Narasimha to stand as a literal 360-degree shield around the devotee. The truly wild part is the incredibly specific and practical protections this text offers. The ancient text promised that this armor vanquishes all impediments and enemies. Historically, it was used as a supreme remedy for serpent and scorpion poison, and even to drive away ghosts and negative spirits. It even gets super specific, mentioning it cures abdominal diseases. And for the ultimate spiritual seeker, chanting it 32,000 times with a purified heart is said to bring absolute perfection and liberation. It's just this fascinating blend of mystical protection and tangible bodily healing. Section 4, Narasimha Jayanti, 2026. Okay, let's bring all this ancient theology right into our modern calendar. If you want to tap into the energy of this deity yourself, Narasimha Jayanti is definitely the day to do it. This is his appearance day. For 2026, Vedic Panchang calculations indicate that the exact timing, the Chaturdashi Tithi, begins on April 29th at exactly 7:51 p.m. The traditional observance involves fasting throughout the day until dusk. Why dusk? Because remember, that's the liminal twilight hour when he originally burst from the pillar. At dusk, devotees break their fast and meditate on him to destroy internal and external obstacles. And finally, Section 5, the 2026 Pilgrimage Trail. Now, 2026 is noted astrologically as a huge year for spiritual renewal, and South India is experiencing an absolute golden era of temple renovation. First, let's look at the incredible contrast between two absolute titans of pilgrimage, Ahobilam and Yadadri. Ahobilam, over in Andhra Pradesh, is rugged. I mean wild, deep in the Nalamala forest rugged. It's actually believed to be the exact geographical coordinate where the pillar split. You literally have to trek through the wilderness to see the 9 forms of the Lord scattered across the mountains. On the completely opposite end of the spectrum is Yadadri in Telangana. This is a breathtaking modern architectural marvel, newly rebuilt entirely out of black granite without a single drop of cement. It features these massive gold-plated towers and an incredible mirror hall where the deity's reflection multiplies infinitely. So you've got raw wilderness versus total architectural grandeur. Now, what's really interesting here is the sheer number of mind-bending miracles at these specific shrines. Take Simachalam. The deity there is considered so fiery that he's kept covered in a thick mound of sandalwood paste year-round. He literally just looks like a mound of paste, but his true form is revealed for only 12 hours a year, which happens in May of 2026. Then you've got Mangalagiri, where the idol literally drinks panakam, which is a sweet jaggery water drink. When priests pour it into his mouth, you can hear a distinct gurgling sound, and he always consumes exactly half of whatever is offered. Even stranger, despite gallons and gallons of sugar water, there isn't a single ant anywhere on the hill. No way, right? Finally, Vadapalli features a red sandalwood idol that is said to be actively breathing. A lamp placed by his feet burns completely still, but the lamp placed up near his face constantly flickers from his supposed exhalations. It's wild. The spiritual intensity cranks up even more at Sholingar in Tamil Nadu. Here, Narasimha is actually seen as a peaceful yoga teacher, but getting to him? Yeah, that's no joke. You have to climb 1,305 steps. The promise here, though, is incredibly specific and powerful. It's believed that if you reach the top and pray with absolute, unbroken focus for just 24 minutes, which is an ancient unit of time known as 1 Gatika, you will attain moksha, or rapid spiritual liberation. Rounding out the trail, we've got some amazing destinations focused on nature, intense healing, and jaw-dropping art. Antarvedi sits beautifully right at the sea confluence, where the Godavari River meets the Bay of Bengal. Melkote in Karnataka offers pristine historical architecture and this massive geometric stepwell that is just a photographer's dream. For those seeking physical remedies, Madapalli is a raw cave shrine deep in the forest. Tradition dictates that staying there for 11 days can cure chronic, incurable illnesses. And finally, Nagahalli, famously dubbed the Stone Palm. It's an off-the-beaten-path masterpiece of Hoysala art, featuring 120 impossibly intricate stone panels. So here is your master plan for 2026. Seriously, feel free to take a screenshot of this one. Whether you're looking for an intense jungle trek, profound mystical experiences, deep meditation, or just beautiful historical photography, this breakdown shows exactly which of the 10 temples best suits your specific travel and spiritual goals for the upcoming year. So what does this all mean for us? We've covered the cosmic duality of the Vyuha and Avatara, the immense protective armor of the Kavacham, and the physical steps you can actually take on a pilgrimage today. Ultimately, Narasimha represents the promise that the divine will defy absolutely all boundaries and break through the impossible to protect and renew. So I want to leave you with this thought as we wrap up this explainer. As we move deeper into 2026, what pillars of stone in your own life do you need Narasimha to break through? Think about it. Thanks for joining me, and keep learning.
Struggling with health, financial worries, wealth, relationships, or career? Don't let these challenges hold you back. Harness the ancient power of authentic Rudraksha, planetary remedies, and Vedic astrology to restore balance and attract success. But act fast. These sacred remedies are in limited stock. Visit callmantra.com today to transform your life.
If this resonated with you, join our spiritual journey. Your support keeps us growing. We'd love to hear your thoughts. So like, comment, share with friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.